right, it's now time for raising funds for World Domination, day number 147. So tonight, I'm a little bit earlier. I think I may try to keep up that trend, so I'm not staying up as late. So to review the current status and progress on various fronts, we got the writ eviction hearing coming up on the 6th, fast approaching. Let's see, what do we got today? Yes, it's getting close to a couple of weeks away. And the latest release, Terminal Block Mining Simulation Game, was released on September 10th. And the video I spent about a month on, that was released September 14th, so 4 days ago. The performance on that one was interesting. It started out, it performed fairly below average at first, and then it just got a whole bunch of views, and now it's I think it's at to start off with, it showed in the metrics it was below average, but now it just it got a whole bunch of views within a few hours, and then now it's up in the middle of the range. So who knows how the YouTube algorithm is working on that. And I mentioned the last couple days, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, I was filming. There's another video concept I'd like to do, and for some of those scenes, they're going to be outdoors, and I wanted to get those filmed before the seasons change too much. Every day I look out now, the trees are getting more and more yellow and red. The summer is over. And on the front of new research to increase revenue, so I set up some Shopify listings. I didn't just set up a test product to test out the YouTube shopping thing. So for that, you have to set up a Shopify account and a Google Merchant Center account. And the Shopify Center syncs to Google Merchant Center, and then those things that connects to YouTube. So that is currently showing. I made one sale with a digital item, and I read into the terms more. And you cannot. I think you're not allowed to list digital items on Google Merchant Center, but you can put them on Shopify. So I updated that with this. So the second item I listed was some regular expression stickers. So if anyone wants regular expression stickers for the low price of $2, that's below the cost of making them, you can go ahead and buy my $2 regular expression stickers listing. And then when somebody buys that, then I will relist. I'll probably relist the exact same stickers again for $4, and then see if anyone buys them or how long it takes. And I said yesterday that I would work toward a lazy commentary review of the last video. And I was thinking about just doing a review of the whole thing. Then I thought about it more. I could probably even milk it more, because there's a lot to say on some of the different sections. So I'll probably do. We'll see how much I can get done, but I might do just a short kind of expanded commentary review of that same video, where I just talk about. Actually, today I filmed and mostly edited a video that I may be able to even finish tonight. It's a review of that model diagram. So there's obviously some defects to it, these specific percentages and stuff are not. There's approximations and stuff. And a bunch of commentary about the differences between venture capital backed funding, bootstrapping, and so forth. And then later I'll probably do another more detailed explanation of like accounting and stuff, business accounting. And then maybe another one on legal stuff. Then maybe another one on the shipping stuff. And the other thing to look into is recycling some live streams as clips. And I've done no work on that. But right now I'm just going to focus on getting this done. And I'll probably won't even stream that long tonight, because I would like to finish that video maybe tonight. So I could conceivably even post it tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the daily update. It's pretty boring tonight. So we got four concurrent viewers. 5. Wow. Orzoplex 64, how's it going? I wanted to ask, what made you decide to code your game in Java? I get that question a lot. I should maybe even make a video on that topic, because people ask it enough. I would say it's more about the question of why didn't I code it in every other language? So I didn't code it in C because I've written a lot of C, and I've written a fairly substantial subset of a C compiler. And for anything like string concatenation and the memory allocation and stuff, it just absolutely doesn't make any sense to do that. You know, I've done enough valgrind debugging in C to know that it doesn't make sense to write it in that. C is there actually is even a bit of C++ in the game for some stuff where I have to interface with some hardware signals and pass them along to Java. Rust, I don't know Rust, and I don't know, I've heard mixed reviews of the language. Python, I think, is good for projects that are less than 1,000 lines, or things that are having in like numerical computations or like AI stuff. Go might have been a good candidate, but I don't know Go. JavaScript. It doesn't quite make sense because it's a desktop app. I guess you can write JavaScript in the terminal. PHP doesn't make sense. So yeah, I guess you can continue going down the list of languages. And there's probably something to say for all of them. You should definitely do that. That preparing videos always takes so much extra time. Definitely do that. I guess I'm not sure what specifically that refers to. Prepping videos. Yeah, well, I guess it sounds like I'm on the right track. Hey, bro, you're that person that made the CPU out of nothing, right? Yep. First, get a rock, then smash the rock. Now you've got 98% concentrated silicon dioxide. Java still owns JavaScript trademark? That's interesting. Java. I mean, Java's owned by Oracle, and I basically, I mean, I consider that Oracle's very close to the U.S. government, so that basically means that the government owns the JavaScript trademark. Why do you have less subscribers, bro? You deserve more. I don't know. I guess I'm just not good enough. Someday, I'll get more subscribers. There's been some attempt to sue Oracle to make HES public domain. Yeah, from what I understand, they have like an army of lawyers, and a big part of their business model is like suing companies to get money. Well, there's a big gap. Oracle's very litigious, like Nintendo. Yeah, that was my understanding as well. My coordinates are all messed up. Any speed run the game? I don't know. It's difficult because there's no end. You just mine more and more blocks until infinity. I guess. Yeah, maybe I need to think about some kind of end state. Like I said, it's kind of too early to implement the mechanics for that. You can't even have enemies yet. Should be able to make a CPU with all the ore. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think I probably will. Thinking about it. Actually, I was thinking last night, I should probably make it actually mimic like real life, like the ore smelting progression. So you would go out and first you collect a bunch of wood, then you would convert the wood to charcoal. And I guess another thing I should add to the game is like a alumina, like I don't know what the exact chemical composition would be like, but like muds that you use for ceramics. So you could find specific areas that have like the type of clay you have to get to make like a small furnace, and then you can craft like a mud furnace. Then you put the charcoal into the mud furnace, well, along with a large quantity of the iron oxide, and then you get your like pig iron, or like high carbon steel. I'll also look that up. I don't know if there's like individual cast numbers for the different types of steel, because also for steel, the crystal structure can make it different. If it's like annealed properly and stuff, they can make it stronger. But I'm not sure if there's I don't think there's separate cast numbers for those, because there's like an infinite number of grain orientations and stuff and mixtures. There might be one for the something related to the amount of carbon. I'll have to Google it. Yeah, I guess once you get some iron, then you can. That would be quite a supply chain to consider. How cool is it that all iron is not from Earth? Yeah, a lot of it's from meteorites. Actually, you know what's even more interesting? Somewhere in the solar system, in our solar system, I think it's in the, what do you call it, the Kuiper belt or something. There's like a planetoid thing, and it's the exposed metallic core of a planet. So it's basically like if you took the metal core, like the most dense part of our planet, and then you blew away everything that's on top of that, and so it's just a giant hunk of metal that's floating around, and it's like cooled. There's one of those floating around out there in our solar system. If you could probably Google for it, like giant metallic protoplanet or something, or planetoid in our solar system. I think it's probably got a specific name. I can't remember. Someday we could go there and mine it. And when you hit it with your mining pick, it's just pure minerals. Be worth a lot of money. It's almost what Mercury is. It's almost all core. Interesting. I didn't know that about Mercury. Yeah, it's amazing that these places actually exist, and theoretically there's no reason why we couldn't go there. And we could build houses there. We could have zoning law where they would say if you can build it, go for it. So I didn't plan to stay on too long tonight. Maybe I'll look into, so there's a bug here. You can see the number. It's because it's not clearing that background. Found it. Paish, also known as 16 PSYSHE, is a metallic asteroid in the main asteroid belt, believed to be the exposed core of an early planetesimal, rather than a rocky or icy body. There's a mean diameter of 220 kilometers. Yeah, that's probably it. That would be worth a lot of money if you took that to scrapyard. You'd sell it and be rich. Then I could afford my $12 billion with the Deepwater port. Based on the way that looks, it shouldn't. It should correctly update. So when you move to northern Canada, make a log cabin and start a city there. Is that a question? They've been estimated it's worth $10 quintillion. That's enough. If they managed to mine it, it would be worth a lot less. There's only one way to find out. Well, it's not obvious why that bug happens. Maybe I'll look into that more tomorrow. Otherwise, I think I'll probably call it a stream for tonight, and I'm gonna continue working on the next video, which I'll hopefully finish tonight or tomorrow. Good night. Have a good night. Reminds me of the headache of Project Zomboid code that is 90% Lua. Not familiar with that. Gotta go now. Good luck to stream and publishing new video. Thanks. Have a good night, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow for day 148. Later.